Hey guys, it's Yvette, and I am here with my Monday catch-up. A lot of you guys said that you enjoyed having that, and so I'm happy to do them. I think it's great to not only let you guys know what's on my mind, but also to remind me what should be on my mind, so that's very helpful. Before I get started with you guys, I always sit back and I start on my planner. Y'all know I love stickers, so I sticker everything, and it makes me happier to fill it out. I write down everything that I need to do, and then as the week goes on, I will put little updates on each day to sort of say, okay, I have done this, I am on this part of this, that kind of stuff. So I have to admit that, today, I'm feeling a little bit, apprehensive, or just a little discombobulated, because yesterday, for my birthday, Jim got me tickets got us tickets. I need to really think about what I'm saying here. He got us tickets to go and see Harry Potter on Broadway. And so, it's an all-day thing because it's long, and so what they do is they break it up into two pieces. So we did it on Sunday so that we could, because I'm not sure how they would do it on another day, because on Sunday there's a matinee. So at 1 o'clock we went to part 1, and that went through to about 4, and then we had to be back at the theater at 6:30 to watch part 2, and then that went through to about 9:15. And then we took the train home. So that means that was an entire day of no working, no sewing, I have to say, it was wonderful. It was really great. I really, really enjoyed the show. I enjoyed being out in the city, somewhat. I have to tell you, it's I do love New York. Most of the time, the crowds kind of get to me after a bit. So you couldn't pay me to live there. There's no way. I couldn't live there. But I love every once in a while, getting into the city, either going to a street fair. I love the street fairs. And Jim and I both do. We both love to just walk up and down the street. We don't have to buy a thing. We might. If something catches our eye, we will stop, we look, will we buy that? Maybe, maybe not, whatever. But we go down there, we have lunch from street vendors, and walk up and down and look at everything, and just spend a nice day in the city, and then go home, and it's nice. We like doing that. So it was good to do it yesterday. But I feel like I'm a little behind now, and so it was good for me to sit here for a second and kind of go over the things that I know I need to do, that are coming up, that I need to keep in mind, that kind of thing. So as you guys all know, well, you should know because I talk about it a lot, the Cotton Cuts Name of the Rose puzzle mystery quilt has commenced. So just this past Friday, they started mailing out all of the kits for clue number 1, and I am going to be doing a sew along series for a small whimsy quilt, and whimsy is the color line that I chose for the small quilt. And then I'm doing also a large bewitched quilt. So you can always go and go to the Cotton Cuts website and look at the fabrics that are available, and you can see the ones that I'm doing, and obviously you'll see them once I start posting up the videos. So that's coming shortly. We just wanted to make sure that people got their clues and were able to get started and that kind of stuff before I put a video out. So I'm doing that after I get my sew along video up and you guys have had a chance to watch it. The Friday after that, when Becca does her live, she's going to be putting her pieces together live in the video, or in the live with you guys. So if you want to sew along with her, you can do that on Friday. And what else was I going to say? Okay, so that's all the cotton cuts, and that's what I'm working on right now. I've already finished my small video, and next up is the large video, and you can look forward to seeing that every month, because I will be doing that. I also need to get started. There's a couple of projects, block of the months, that I am working on that I am obviously a little behind on because I have not done my January yet. And we're kind of getting into the February. So I need to do my first block for chain pieced. Sorry, that's not the name of it. Let me... It's called paper chain. I'll give you the details on that down below. Hopefully I don't forget, because I think I've said that before and I never put the information down, so I feel terrible about that. If I ever forget anything, guys, please don't hesitate to remind me, because it's just I've got too much in my head, and I just have plumb forgot. That's really all it is. So let's see. I also started on the murder mystery quilt for this year, and so they have already issued the first month for January, and I think we are going to be getting the February one pretty soon. So hopefully I can get those two blocks done so that I'm ready for February. So I'm getting caught up. I'm gonna get right on everything that I have to do. So now those things I want to make sure I am doing as they come available so that you guys can see. We could do the sew along if you're doing it, or you could just watch. I mean, you know, whatever you'd like to do. I also need to, after I get caught up on those things, I will be starting on the SUGARIDOO so that you guys can see how I do that. There were some people who were a little confused by maybe the way TheYvetteRene does some things, and that's fine. Look, everybody learns a different way. So I'll be happy to show you guys, do a sew along of that, and I will definitely get into that. And as far as the things that I just want to finish up myself, I have I think I have like 4 quilts that I need to bind. And it's not that I haven't bound them because I don't like binding, because actually I kind of enjoy binding quilts. But I just haven't had the time because I've got so many other things that I have agreed to do with you guys. And so those always get pushed like to the back burner until I have some free time. So I'd really love to get caught up on that. And I would also love to maybe start on some of the Sweetwater quilt kits that I have. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to, but maybe. You never know. It's a goal. I write it down as just a goal. So that would be really cool if I could start on some of that stuff. And also, there's another project, and I wasn't going to talk about it, but I'm going to go ahead and just say it anyway, because I don't think, and I'm not saying this in a way for everybody to start going, oh boy, no, it's not about that at all. But I don't think that my family really watches I know they don't watch all my videos, and hopefully they're not watching this one so that my mom won't hear me say this. But she asked me to make her a Sunbonnet Sue quilt, like, I'm not kidding, 3 or 4 years ago. And so I bought the Sunbonnet Sue dies from QUILT, and I have them. I just never got started on the quilt, which is crazy. Like, it's all she's ever asked me for, and I haven't even started. I've got so many projects going on that I just never have the time to do it. But I need to make the time. So hopefully that'll be something that I can do. What else? Well, those are the things that are on my mind to do. And I thought that I could maybe talk just a tiny little bit about the fact that, and listen, this is not something I never made an announcement. I never put some kind of formal request out there. But I get emails, I get instant direct messages, I get all, and listen, it's not a ton, it's not like thousands of people are asking me about this, but I have had people ask me about how they can help me to realize my dream. And that is such a, like, it really touches me whenever you guys ask me that, because I mean, not that it doesn't mean nothing, not that it means nothing to you, but do you know what I mean? Like, we all have our own path, and that somebody would take the time to send me a message and say, hey, I know that you want, that you would really like to do quilting as your career in some way. I know that you want that. You have expressed it. I can see you working toward it. You work really hard. Is there anything I can do? And I can't tell you how much that touches me, because we each have our own dreams that we are working on, and that somebody would take the time to ask me what they could do. You guys, it just means a lot. It really does. And so, yes, I created just something you can click if you want to make a donation. If you don't, then just keep watching the videos and move on. But it's like, sometimes people will ask about that button, and not a lot of people have, but some people will ask about it as if maybe they're taking offense to it. And I have to say, I just don't understand that. I don't understand why it's offensive. As I said, I have never, like, made a plea in any video. At least, listen, not that I remember. I do not remember asking people to just give me money. That's so, like, not like me. In fact, I am working on something right now that would be, like a membership kind of a thing. But I would be working in exchange for whatever it is people would be paying for the membership. That's what I want to do. I am not looking for handouts. I'm not looking for anything like that. But the fact of the matter is, we don't get paid much here on YouTube. I mean, I really do think that people think we make loads of money. We do not make loads of money. I mean, I'll say the largest paycheck I have ever gotten was just this past December. But guys, I posted a video every day. I posted a video every day. I work full time. But I came home because it's what I wanted to do. I'm not complaining about this. Please don't. I mean, I know that's the other thing, is I think people think I'm complaining about it. That's not it at all. If I didn't love doing this, I would have quit a long time ago, because there's no money in it. I mean, we make some money, yes, but you have to work your blankety blank off to make anything, or to, like, make a difference. And so, I mean, I made about $640 in December. For the month. That's not like per week. No, I had to make a video every day, and some of them were long videos. And I mean, just to let you know what goes into a video. For me, I can only talk about myself. I work all day. I come home. This is truly my day. I work all day outside of the home. I come home. I take care of my babies. I feed them. I make sure that they have fresh water. I clean their litter box. And then I can start either videoing opening a box, or I can start sewing and I have to video it, or I'm doing this kind of thing and I'm videoing it. Okay, so then after you make the video, well, you're not done. Far from it, because the hardest part is yet to come. If I make a box opening, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I have been opening boxes now for almost 4 years. If I have like 5 boxes sitting over there, I can whip those babies out, because it's what I do. It's what I have been doing for 4 years. So I don't, and to me, I kind of like the way my videos are sort of off the cuff, because I like to show my exact expressions and opinions, and whatever it is in that box, you get my honest reaction. That's the way I do it. Okay, so those I can make quickly. You still have to edit them. Those are still the easiest videos to edit, though. I'd be the first one to admit that. Anytime that I have to make a video where I am either doing a tutorial or I am doing a sew along or anything like that, let's just talk about the mystery quilt that I was doing for Fort Worth Fabric Studio, which there were a lot of you guys who were sewing along with me for that. Each video, like each section, so like each week, whenever we're putting out, like sewing up the block and all that kind of stuff, I will have on 2 different cameras, because I will use my cell phone, which I'm on right now. I will use my cell phone in one area, and I will use my DSLR on over by the sewing machine. That way, and that took a while for me to be able to do that, because I only had my cell phone for the longest time. So then if I'd had that, I would have to set that camera up, do whatever I was going to do right there, and then I'd have to take it all down, and I'd have to bring it over to another area, and I'd have to set up all the camera, move all the lights, move everything, do whatever I was going to do in that area, and then take everything down, move it back over and over and over, when you are cutting, when you are sewing, when you are pressing, every single thing. Now, it's very enjoyable to do the sewing part, but it's very tedious to have to do the videoing. But that's what I love to put up for you guys. So that takes a lot of time. By the time I'm finished for just 1 week, I probably have at least 5 hours of video that I then have to upload to my computer, put all in the right order, because remember, I've got 2 cameras going now. So now I've got to splice it all together. Then I have to watch through the entire thing at least once, so that I can cut, speed up, put in music, take out the audio, this takes hours to do. So you guys, all I'm trying to explain is that if I didn't love this, I would have quit a long time ago. And we don't make a whole lot of money doing this. We really don't. We do it because we love doing it. And I love doing it so much that I would love to be able to do more. Like if I didn't have to work outside the home, then I could spend all day. I would get more sleep. Hopefully my brain would work better, because right now it's like half the time I can't remember names. I can't remember what something's called. Everything gets confused. And maybe that's just because I'm getting older. I don't know. But it could also be because I get about 4 or 5 hours of sleep every night. And I'm the kind of girl that I don't have problems sleeping. So I could sleep 12 if somebody let me. So when we are asking for like a donation, it took a long time for me to do that, because I kind of felt uncomfortable about it, but people kept asking, and I thought, people want to help, and it is helpful, and it's a loving thing to do. And I know that I have been like the first person to do that for other people. So I don't know. I'm not doing it to offend anyone. I'm not doing it to take money from you guys. I am not. If you have it in your heart to give, then I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. But I am not asking people who don't have enough money to feed their family or whatever, anything like that, to give me anything. No, that is totally not it at all. So when you see that, I hope you're not offended. I don't mean for you to give me money, but if you want to, the opportunity is there. I do have, I always have ideas. I have this idea and that one, and I try this, and then that doesn't work. So then you just move on. You just keep trying something else. Like, what's going to work? And I don't know what the secrets are. especially like for YouTube, like, oh my goodness, you can search till you're blue in the face. There's like thousands of videos and all kinds of stuff about, well, I did this and how do you earn like $1 million? Okay, it's just unrealistic. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So you have to kind of like figure out, is this enough for me? Like, am I okay with only making whatever and I'm working my butt off? I mean, how much do you enjoy it? And that's all I can tell you guys is, if I didn't love it, I would have quit already. If I didn't love it, I would have quit. I have met so many wonderful people. You guys, there are so many people who come to my lives like every Wednesday night that I have at 8:30 Eastern. Everyone's welcome. There's no requirements except show up with your PJs on and we talk about all kinds of stuff. And there are people who are there like every Wednesday. You guys, I am so blessed. You have no idea. There are such wonderful people. And we've turned into like this little community and I love it. I totally love it. And I just want more of it, just like anybody else would. So yeah, I'm working toward building a community. I don't need to, I don't know. That's all I'm saying. And now I've rambled on and on and on my Monday catch up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's ever anything you want me to talk about in a Monday catch up, just, either send me an email at Yvette at YvetteReneCreations.com. You can see that down in the bottom of any video. In the description box, it is in there. Drop me a line. Listen, I try really hard to get back to everybody on email, but I am only one person, and there are like thousands of you guys, or at least hundreds. So I try really hard, but I don't always get back, and I truly apologize for that. But if you say, I would like for you to talk about this in your Monday catch-up, I will put that in my planner. I will have it in my planner, and I'll be ready to do that. As always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, for following me for this long. Some of you guys have been with me for the whole 4 years, and I truly appreciate it. And even if you're new, oh my goodness, you have no idea you have stumbled on this wonderful community, because all of the people who comment all the time down below are just wonderful. Come to the Wednesday live and join in. You'll see exactly what I mean. Absolutely beautiful, wonderful people. And we all care about each other. It's not all about quilting. It's also about the human connection. So I'd love to see you there. And I'll have another Monday catch up next week. See you then. Mwah.